Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, NIV version. In 2002, I was on a mission trip my senior year of college, and we were in Guatemala. We had spent 2 wonderful weeks with the indigenous people of Guatemala, doing a Bible study, playing a football game with them, and many laughs and many encouraging things happened along that trip. But we ended the trip the day before we went home, actually, on Easter Sunday, in a Papa John's restaurant. And I was there with 10 of my great friends that we had just spent a week together. And currently I had been the vice president of the campus ministry. So I had a pretty significant leadership role in the group. But one of the things that I found out is that Papa John's, when we were discussing all of the food options that we could have, that it felt like nobody was listening to me. Like literally nobody was listening to me. I would say something and nobody would respond. Nobody would give me eye contact. And I just felt like, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to lead in that situation. And I'd been doing it all week long, leading and being an example, and people were following and engaging. And for whatever reason on that Sunday, it was just deaf ears as I sat there in the restaurant. I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown and went outside and had to collect myself a little bit. Well, the 2 things that I can really think of when it comes to the 21 irrefutable laws, and specifically the law of respect, was that at that point in time, everybody in that group was kind of on an even playing field. We had all had similar leadership skills and leadership development. And so nobody was really any farther ahead of anybody else. And in just that particular moment, they weren't choosing to have me be their leader. And I needed to reconcile that. The other thing that I can take away from that is that I was really trusting on my leadership talent for people to follow me. And I needed to establish more than just my talent beyond that, especially in a group of people that were going to be pastors and going to be business leaders or entrepreneurs, people that had strong leadership personalities that they were developing themselves. And so I needed to develop my leadership skills so that I garnered the leadership respect at that moment. But also, again, I needed to understand, hey, where was I in the dichotomy of that leadership group? And honestly, we were all peers at that point in time. So if you ever find yourself struggling to lead at your church, in your home, is it because your leadership ability needs to grow? Do you need to become a better leader? Are you relying on just talent, or are you relying just on an authority position to be able to make that happen? If they are, then it's time to take a look at how you can gain more respect. So take a journey with me this month, and we'll talk about different ways that you are able to gain respect as a leader so that you can have one of the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, which is respect.